Bret Hart's got his hands full as he defends the World Wrestling Federation Championship against this behemoth in Yokozuna. As Yokozuna bows to Mr. Fuji, Yokozuna is ready to finally challenge for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, showing respect to the squared circle. Bret Hart is a man of many things. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. The excellence of execution, the World Wrestling Federation champion. However, on this very night, he could very well be a dead man. There is no doubt in my mind that Yokozuna has the size advantage over the Hitman. Bret Hart is... Oh! Bret Hart goes right after Yokozuna with a drop kick right in the corner. The tides have gone slow and they get picked right up and just hammering away on Yokozuna, who pushes Bret Hart halfway across the ring. Bret Hart knows he's going to have to use his quickness to his advantage in this matchup. The Hitman has got the cards stacked against him, but although the cards may stack against him, maybe when played right, use the cards that are dealt to you and make the best of the situation. Bret Hart gets kicked out to the floor. The thing is, Bret Hart can retain the championship via countout or disqualification. There is champion's advantage in this matchup. Bret Hart catching that leg up and drops Yokozuna off his feet. Oh, and catapulting up, and he just pressing and driving his fist into the face of Yokozuna. And again, back to clobbering his challenger. Yokozuna all tied up. Bret Hart up on the middle rope and drives the elbow into the face of Yokozuna. And that's why Bret Hart is the excellence of execution. He does things so smoothly, smooth like peanut butter. Bret using the ropes once again for momentum. However, his massive challenger still stumbles, except third time is not a charm for the Hitman as Yokozuna clotheslines the life out of Bret Hart. Now it's Yokozuna's turn to bring the fight to the Hitman. Yokozuna slamming the Hitman, driving the excellence of execution into the mat. Yokozuna, oh, all the way crashing down on the face of Bret Hart. Oh my God, just all of Yokozuna's bottom landing on Bret Hart. The weight, the velocity of Yokozuna falling down on Bret Hart, that's a combo for disaster. And it could be the beginning of the end for the reign of the Hitman. It gets darker here in Caesar's Palace. And what else could be fading besides the sky as the moon starts to come out and the sky goes dark? Bret Hart's title reign could be fading away as that World Wrestling Federation Championship could be slipping out of the hands of the Hitman and into the hands of Yokozuna. Over 500 pounds of man is Yokozuna. Bret Hart is going to have to find the way to take down Yokozuna. But with that being said, I will say that's easier said than done. The thing is, if anybody can do it, it's the Hitman. He is the World Wrestling Federation champion for a reason. He is a man of excellence. He is a man of honor. He is a man who will take on all comers. And that includes the big man Yokozuna. Bret Hart's going to have to dig, and he's going to have to dig deep. And whether that be to dig deep for the win or if he's digging his own grave, being in this match with Yokozuna off the top, takes down Yokozuna from behind. Bret goes for the cover. And he got it too. Now that's impressive, Bret. Able to get a 2 count at least. And usually nobody's excited about a 2 count. But in this case, when you're dealing with someone like Yoko, it counts for everything. The closer you get to 3, it counts. However, what does count is that super kick that nearly knocked Bret Hart's head right off his body. Yokozuna doing very well considering the amount of time he's been in this ring. Usually the exhaustion starts to build, and especially when you're a man that's 505 pounds. Now, attacking the trapezius muscle of Bret Hart, it does a lot of stress and pressure on the body as you lose feeling in the arm. It's just agonizing pain that shoots through the body. The grip, there are pressure points right there. If held on for too long, you start to fade, and then you slowly enter true exhaustion. But Bret trying to fight back, but gets caught with a right as Yokozuna turns the attention and re-strategizes in the moment. Oh, no. Full speed ahead, 500 pounds. Nobody home as Bret gets out of harm's way. And a bulldog off the top, driving Yokozuna into the mat. Could it be? Unfortunately, only a 1 for a Hitman as he got knocked off Yoko and drives the elbow off the top. Again, it's Bret who goes for a cover. That time was 2. Yokozuna not going to stay down easily. Bret back up at the middle rope. And a clothesline. Yoko starts to stumble. Reaches the ropes. And a clothesline. Down goes Yokozuna. The champion may have just found the opening that he's been looking for. And now hammers away at his challenger. His larger than life, in the most literal sense of the word, larger than life opponent. However, Yokozuna has Bret trying to pull Bret away from the ropes. Bret had the apron. Was holding, the post, should I say. And that turnbuckle pad pulled off by the Hitman. No. Instead, it's Yoko who hits the exposed turnbuckle bar. The exposed turnbuckle. Now looking for the sharpshooter. There's no way. He's got it. Bret's got it. He's got it. Unbelievable. Bret Hart could do the unthinkable here at Caesar's Palace. Oh, come on. Screw you, Mr. Fuji. Screw you. Throwing the powder in the eyes of Bret Hart. Not this way. Not. Yokozuna's just won the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Screw you, Mr. Fuji. You just screwed the Hitman. But what the heck is Hogan doing out here? Hogan saying that does not work for me, brother. Yokozuna took advantage of it. Hogan checking in on Bret. And what is Mr. Fuji saying to Hogan? Yokozuna wants to go once more. Hogan just trying to check on Bret Hart. Hogan, it did not sit well with the Hulkster. Hogan trying to help his friend Bret the Hitman Hart. Saying right now, we might get a two-fer tonight. 2 for the price of 1. A second World Wrestling Federation Championship match could occur. But look at Hogan's eye. Bret saying, go do it. Avenge me. Bring the title back where it belongs. Back to the fans. Back to all the Hulkamaniacs. And now Hogan's in the ring, but Yokozuna strikes first. Fuji's got the powder once more. Exactly what he threw into the eyes of Bret. It missed. Hogan got out of harm's way. And clothesline, down goes Yoko. And the leg drop. Nobody gets out of the leg drop. We got a new World Wrestling Federation champion. And Hulk Hogan here at WrestleMania 9 leaves as the World Wrestling Federation Championship. This crowd has gone absolutely ballistic, electric. The Hulkamaniacs are running wild. What are you gonna do? And that's celebrate. Hulk Hogan has brought the title right back to where it belongs. It didn't last long for Yokozuna, as it now belongs to the Hulkster and the Hulkamaniacs. The fans are electric. Hogan, victorious. Hogan is World Wrestling Federation champion.